It's the sure sign of a good time. The just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
This is the Coach's Scouting Report, featuring Coach Rick Venturi on 101sports.com.
Welcome to the Scouting Report, guys. Zach McCright, 27-year NFL coaching veteran Rick Venturi from Zach and the Coach, 9 to 11 Central Time on 101 ESPN. Coach, it is going to be a hell of a ride for the Rams this weekend up in Green Bay against the Packers. Let's take a look at the defensive side for the Rams first. And I know you just got to keep the ball in front of you on defense.
The biggest challenge is the defensive side. Again, you got to understand, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback, the most difficult quarterback to defend. Plus, you have a lot of skilled players around him. So I think the number one thing you have to do in the course of the game is keep the ball inside and in front. Don't give him anything easy, okay? He throws the ball over the top as well as anybody. Don't let that happen. Make him execute for 60 minutes. Make him make every third down. Make him make every throw. Make him catch every throw. Plus, they're struggling a little bit at tackle. If you buy enough time, maybe you get some rush. But don't make it easy on him. Never give him a heavy look. Always give him the 2 shell, the 4 shell. Come down late. Okay, make sure that he has to dial it up and to look you over.
All right, so as fans, we all want to see the Rams pressure the quarterback all the time, but we probably need to pick and choose our spots to blitz against Aaron Rodgers.
I think you really do, and I don't think you go into the game, Zach, and not blitz, but I think it's important that you selectively blitz because you don't want to get strung out in a lot of man-to-man coverage. Rodgers kills man-to-man coverage and never show it. He kills press coverage because he'll uncover the wideout away from the defensive back. So make sure your blitzes are effective. I would save them more for winning situations, particularly in the second half when I had a good shot to get there. I wouldn't be afraid of zero blitzes because if I zero blitz, I know the ball's coming out quick. The other very important thing in blitzing, when you're coming off the edge on Rodgers, come under control. He has an uncanny ability just to shake and get outside of you and just beat you, even if you're not blocked. So gather up when you get close to him.
All right, we really want to see just the Rams create a third down for the Packers. And if that is the case, on third down, what should the Rams expect?
Well, there's 2 key guys that you got to take care of. You must have a plan when you're not blitzing and you're not just in a general coverage. You should always go into a plan and be able to double Jennings and double Finley. Those are the 2 guys. There's good players all around, but those are the 2 guys that elevate beyond good, and those are the 2 guys he's going to go to on third down.
On the running game for the Packers, you always say stop the compact run. What's that mean?
Well, there's basically when the Packers are out in their open formations, they're just checking with me. They're running or passing based on the look. So there you have to play honest. But when Mike McCarthy, and I worked against Mike for 4 years on the practice field, when they close the formation, when the formation is compact, either, basically he'll get that 2 back and it looks like 3 back or sometimes just a pro, I would actually audible to heavy run defense because I can't afford to do it in other situations. But when Mike gets in those compact formations, he's going to run the ball 85% of the time. So make sure you have an audible ready to stop it.
I know, Coach, you were telling me earlier in the week that the red zone, if the Packers get in the red zone, it might not be the worst thing. Tell us why.
Well, no, I think you sell it with your players because as skilled as the Packers are, they're great in space. Only contain them in space. Don't let them have anything easy. But when the formations, when the play gets inside the 20-yard lines, use that 20 as your best friend. Now it's will over skill there. Now their skill doesn't mismatch you as much as it does on the field. Great red zone defense, and at the end of the day, it may take a great goal line stop to win the game.
Over on the offensive side, Coach, I know we really need to pay attention to getting good yardage on first and second. We don't want a whole lot of third down situations.
You really don't, because third down and long, particularly third and long, plays to their advantage. That's where you've got Matthews. That's where you've got Woodson off the edge. That's where you've got the Dom Capers philosophy of various defenses. So you must win first and second down. This is a game you got to play keep away with your offense. You've got to keep the ball, I would say ideally 35 to 38 minutes. That's probably not going to be possible, But if you're going to win the game, you got to play keep away, and you got to be effective on first and second down. You got to be able to run it. I advocate 2 ways to run it. Think of rules of 3. 3 tight ends and a wide out where you can run the edges. You don't give Matthews open air to run. You can run a little bit away from Raji, occasionally get in and wham him and cut that big guy down and slow him up a little bit. And then get in 3 wideouts, get their nickel on the game. Even though Woodson's more effective, when they go to nickel, Raji moves off the nose into a tackle position, and I don't believe he plays the run nearly as effective.
The fans, though, Coach, especially in first down situations, and if not every down, want to see a little bit more of a quick tempo offense so we don't have to see Sam Bradford in these 7-step drops and getting pounded all day long.
Well, first of all, there's 2 tempos. I want a slow tempo this week. Now that
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I want to milk the clock. I want to treat the whole game like it's 4 minutes.
I think I'm talking after the snap.
And I'm going to go after the snap with you, but I want to make that point because I think I want to milk the clock for the whole game because we're talking ball possession. Now, I'm totally with you. There's 2 ways to throw the ball on first and second down. Max protection, play action, because you get less variance in the Packer defense. And much like Haslett last week, Capers and Haslett, it's basically the same kind of family of defenses. You're going to get more one-on-one shots on Williams, on Woodson, on Shields, on Pepra. You got more chance to beat them. When you're not in play action, Max, quick rhythm, just like you said, 3-step, 5-step, absolutely nothing else. Get that ball out quick, move the chains. Get yourself at worst in 3rd and 3 to 5 situations.
And if that's the case, the Rams have to be good in these short yardage situations. Coach.
Yeah, I think short yardage is huge because I'm going to add one dimension to short yardage. If you're going to eat clock, you may have to treat this game as a 4-down game. And not only 3rd and short, but let's say you get 4th and short, this may be your opportunity to go for it. It's a little bit of a gamble, but what the hell? You make that first down.
Maybe the entire game?
You eat 3, exactly. You eat 3 more minutes of clock by making 1 first down, and you reduce the time that the quarterback has the ball. So your short yardage offense, whether it's 4 or 5 plays this week, probably 3 runs and 2 passes, has to be flawless.
Okay, now how do the Rams – how do they do anything offensively if the Packers come with the
Well,
rush?
inevitably there will be some 3rd and long. So I advocate 3 things. Okay, the first thing is screen pass right at Matthews. He'll be on the left, but right at Matthews. Jackson's healthy now. You can get him the ball on a screen in space. Let him run. That'll slow down that pass rush. It'll slow down Capers' system. Number 2, maximum protection. Take care of Matthews. Always double him or turn to him. Absolutely don't worry about getting people out. You can run 2- and 3-man routes. You're not going to get open without time anyway. So sacrifice, receivers in the route for protection. We've got to keep Sam on his feet. And then number 3, predetermined movement with Bradford. What we call dash plays. Boot on early downs. What we call go back, dash, you pull the guard, the old-fashioned predetermined scramble.
If keeping Sam Bradford on his feet is the number 1 issue for Rams fans on offense, I would think number 2 is got to have some production in the red zone.
You got to, Zach. When it really comes down to it, I think the short areas of the field, you have to win on both sides of the ball. I talked about winning on defense in the red zone because now it minimizes Green Bay's skills. Now when we get in the red zone on offense, we got to be able to run it. We got to be able to run the fade game. We got to be able to run the inside options. You can't come to that red zone with field goals or misfires. You must get 7. If not, you won't score enough to beat this team.
That's the scouting report. We'll break down the game on Monday on 101 ESPN from 9 to 11. Zach and the coach. You can also check out the game plan in text form on 101sports.com. For Rick Venturi, I'm Zach McCright. Thanks for joining us.